What follows is just a very small part of our core JKD Standard Curriculum Level 1 bundle. This is the ideal bundle for beginners or those preparing for Level 1 certification.
Your optimum hand position for strikes, if you relax your body and you just let the arms loose, you'll see that that movement, that right there, is the angle at which you're at the most optimum structurally for your punch. Every one of our punches should come from our face to the target, back to our face. That means that our cover, which is here, is able to be back in play after every strike. If one goes out, the other one should be there. So when we're looking at the jab, we're looking at keeping this in play, starting it off with the heel-toe sway, rotating, turning the hip, turning the shoulder, extending the punch into the target. My jaw should come down into the shoulder. This is all part of the cover. It has to be there. I cannot have my head up. Head has to be down. It's like drawing back a bow and arrow. When we're going from here and we fire, if we keep that mentality, the line of our shoulder right, so that when we're throwing our punch, whether it's a vertical fist or whether it's our partial turn, the body is in line, shoulders coming down or coming up, the head is protected. So we're from here, boom. So when I extend, I'm slapping myself in the face with my shoulder every time. That has to be there.
If we're not moving and we're not actually adjusting for the range that she's putting into play at the moment of the kick, if I'm not moving out, this will get past that cover. If I try to block and she's got this with good hip rotation and power through it, I'm going to get tagged pretty hard. And because it's a small surface area that's landing, the damage is even more powerful. One of the ways to deal with somebody catching your kick, if by chance they were able to do this, she's going to rotate that foot out and then cycle back into the kick. So it's one of those things where when you train this, you work past it. And again, if you need to, you use another hop step to change lines of your attack, because you don't have to go in the same location, but you can. So if I capture like this, she will use that ball of the foot mechanic to turn over that movement and then reinsert the kick. She may go down to a different line. If I capture it here, bam. And that's part and parcel for we are never done with one kick for one attack. The other alternatives to the catch is she just powers through and punches with the kick. It's really important. You just keep doing that, and you can punch on different levels. She can punch at the hip, which draws me out, or up towards the face. You're never without an out. When somebody grabs you, it is not, I gotta pull away. You push forward and you hop. And with control and training, you can do this really well. The other is to rotate out in the other direction where my fingers open up and then returns the kick on the other line. So boom, it's like touching down, yeah, and she can do that in air or touch down and bring it back up. So that will be there and back up, correct, yes, on different lines, which I don't know where it's gonna go.
3 different ways of doing this. One, the person is coming into me and I just stop. I put the teep out just to stop. The other is I sit there as they're coming in. I pop it inside so that they drop where they are. And the other is I send them into another zip code.
The bong sao itself, all of this is generated from this forward angled energy. If you think about a water hose, and your arm is the hose, you've got clear spray, full power flowing out from there. As soon as we start kinking the hose, we shut off the water supply. So if you think about the water supply as your energy and forward energy, we want this relaxed at the end. The fingers should be relaxed on that hit, but the forearm should be really solid. And you should have about a 45-degree angle to this. Typically we'll have the elbow just slightly higher, or at least in line with the shoulder, generally higher. because if we say in line, people tend to train a lot lower. So get it higher when you're first training this until you're actually receiving punches and actually getting hit and things like that. You'll find your level within that. But start it off a little higher and think of spraying the person with the water. Your fingers should be pointed at the individual and you should have your rear hand up. This is for your parry, your rear hand defense, or your state of Wu or Wu Sao. And basically what we're doing is we're removing anything that gets past the Bong Sao. Think about it that way. It can work on deflection, it can work on trapping, it can work on a lot of different things. But basically it's second-hand defense. Once something gets past this, it gets to the rear hand defense, which is what that one is. We're looking at a passing Bong Sao. So normally the Bong Sao is out here. When we're doing a passing Bong Sao, we're going here. So we're allowing it to go. But there's always this connection, this arm connection here. I do not allow anything to break. So what you're learning here will also directly be applied to our knife work, as well as stick, as well as anything that's in the clinch range, and including on the ground.
Be sure to check out the description for links to more detailed information about this bundle available now.